and welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast, where we explore how technology, AI, and cybersecurity are reshaping the way we work. This segment of our tour, we are back at it again, live in London, interviewing top IT leaders. Each episode, we're going to bring you insights from real leaders and industry experts on how organizations can navigate today's challenges and unlock tomorrow's opportunities. From making sense of complex data, to simplifying IT environments, to delivering real business outcomes, Lenovo is helping businesses of every size reimagine what's possible. Join us as we dive into the future of work. Work Reborn. Let's go. Hello, welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. We are live in London, and I'm here with my new buddy, Mark. Mark, how you doing?
Doing just well, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Mark, will you tell everyone who you are, what you do?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me, first of all. My name is Gurevich. I'm head of IT infrastructure and security for Cybex. So our company is one of the leaders in the juvenile products area, car safety seats for children, and strollers.
Wow, okay. So tell me a little bit about what your objectives are as a business overall, like things that you're focusing on just in general within the tech or the cybersecurity facet of the organization.
Yeah, so our organization is not just doing a great products, but it's also trying to do it in the best way possible, right? So digitalization is not something which you can deny as a modern enterprise, and this is also the trend which influences us very hard, right? So we have a lot of effort spent to become more competitive with better business systems. And this means a lot of work for me on the infrastructure side, right? Because we need to provide scalable systems with high level of availability. It means we need to provide the secure systems, right? Because if you cannot reach your lovely system, you cannot work daily, right?
Right.
And then we need also to bring innovation. Stuff like AI, automation, they are really buzzwords, but they also have a lot behind them. So these are the key areas which makes my day very dynamic.
That's awesome. You know, we have heard a lot of information about similar things from other leaders. We actually interviewed over 600 senior IT leaders about AI, cybersecurity, all the things that we've been talking about on this show. And one of the things that we found is that, you know, all of the tech and all of the, protocols and the strategies in which we can invest in are relevant, but there's really a new push and focus for an ambition to position IT as an employee experience catalyst. What does that mean to you? And do you see your IT team also stepping into that role as well?
Yeah, it's a great question, right? Because traditionally, in quite big part of organizations, IT is a supporting function, right? So they are not dealing with value creation, not producing a product, and there is a need to change this. So like I said, digitalization is a great opportunity to show what we can do to enable better employee productivity, but not just productivity, but also an experience, how friendly we are, right, to deliver our services. And it's valid for pretty much everything, starting from available low latency network, right, and then to security controls. So are they friendly to employee, right? Do I need to go through dozens of checks and authentication to get some simple thing done, or everything is done in the background? So the real question for us is not just to, achieve dry goals and outcomes, say, okay, we are secure, but also make sure that we make the services friendly and we do not interrupt daily work, right? And the other aspects, we also have to come as a trusted advisor for our colleagues, right? So it could come from different angles. For example, if we're talking about AI, which is a big,
It's a big buzzword right now.
It's a big buzzword, yes. Bigger sometimes that we can carry.
Right.
But on the one hand, we can advise our colleagues what would be responsible behavior, right? Because we are expert in this. On the other hand, we also can help them to integrate AI use cases into our digital landscape and to make it in the best way, in a secure way. And last but not least, we can come and educate what you actually can achieve with AI. So you can ask AI maybe, okay, can you advise me on this topic? But we can come to you and we can educate you how you can create an automation based on AI. And it will take 50 to 70% of your daily routine out of you. So you will become available for creative tasks, not for boring tasks. So these are the main vectors we are trying to enable collaboration with our colleagues and our workforce.
I love how you emphasize that the end goal is to not only increase business outcomes, but help team members focus on the creative tasks at hand, right?
Yes,
That's a huge, huge thing.
exactly.
In your point of view, like, what does the future of work, if everything implemented well and invested in properly, what does the future of work look like? What could it look like? And, how do we really bring life to the modern workplace with harmoniously blending the tech with the human element? What does work reborn really look like?
It's a very good question. I wish I will know a precise answer so I can tell my kids what they should need
Yeah.
to learn in a school or university, right?
Yeah.
So one thing is for sure, it's going to change our life, our future, but it doesn't mean necessarily that it's going to make it dark, right? So there are a lot of different speculations and predictions telling, okay, the workforce is going to change dramatically and raising numerous problems, but I do believe there is a matter of adaptability, right? So AI is not going to take the work of the people, it's going to take the work of the people who doesn't know to work with AI. Because like I said, it's supposed to take from us boring stuff and leave us time for more creative stuff and not other way around, right? So there are still ways and approaches how we can keep this creativity, right? So all this educational mode in LLMs and stuff like this. But definitely productivity is going to increase. And yeah, like I said, we all will need to adapt
Right.
because it's changing every day, right? So whatever we are talking is for today, in 3 months, it could be an obsolete. So we should really keep an eye into the developments and make sure our beloved companies also following our advice.
Well, you guys heard it here. We got to keep up with the times or else you will be left behind, right? But in a positive light, I'm looking forward to what the new changes will be and how they can help empower us and do more amazing things. It's always changing and growing every day, right?
Yes, indeed.
Well, I mean, I really appreciate your time today, Mark. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. If anyone listening is interested in learning more about the findings from our Research Work Reborn report, make sure you download it. Check it out on the QR code somewhere on the screen here. Or you can, if you're listening, download it via a link in the description below. That's a wrap for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. To learn more about how Lenovo is helping organizations transform with AI, cybersecurity, and smarter IT solutions, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure to leave a comment with any other questions that you would like us to discuss on our next episodes. See you next time. Lenovo, Lenovo.